2 practices in,
Yeah.
how is first week going preparing as a starter?
First week's good. It's I was excited just knowing, like, I mean, really the last time I got a full week's reps was in a training camp for the first 2 preseason games. So just having the muscle memory of the week, going through all that is it's priceless, and I really thought we've had a good couple of days. Made some mistakes yesterday, but that's just the process. My process of the week. You're not going to be perfect, your first practice. So it's a kind of a process, and you want to work out the kinks.
Everyone talks about how hard you work, the prep work you put in. Are you putting in even more than you normally do?
I'm trying not to do too much. I don't want to overburden myself. I've tried to always have the same plan, like whatever role I've been in, whether it was college or now. So, the coaches may want to watch a couple, an hour here or more, afternoon or morning of film, and I obviously do whatever they want, but I'm not going to go out of control.
So what are those conversations like with Randy as you guys sit down and plan out the week?
Like the ones on the field or in the meeting room, or what do you? I mean, like I said, it's nothing's out of the ordinary. We talk about what we talk, like Wednesdays are third downs, Thursdays are red zone type of talks, and so just being in there with the QBs and Coach Sims and talking about game plan stuff is nothing's different from last week, and that's the way I'm treating it.
You always said that you prepared as a starter before even coming into this week.
Yeah.
This week you're actually a starter.
Yeah.
Do you feel the difference? You notice the difference? Even?
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a little bit of a difference. Obviously, you get, with one being the practice reps is awesome, and I mean even the walkthrough is I've after my rookie year of walkthroughs, I enjoy walkthroughs. My rookie year, I didn't enjoy walkthroughs so much because I was making a lot of mistakes, mental errors, and Randy was letting me know about it. So, but I enjoy it a lot now, and they're really helpful.
What, if anything, have you learned about yourself this week?
I mean, nothing really. I kind of know who I am as a player, as a person, and I stick to my routine. I think if you deviate off of your routine, you get in your own head, and I've just carried out my same routine, and maybe send a text or here to guys about, like I used to blow James's Snapchat up in college because I'd see something, and obviously we both have Snapchat, we're both millennials, so I send him a clip here and there and annoy him at night, but other than that, nothing changes.
Will you spend more time kind of looking at San Francisco's defense this week than you would normally? I mean, you're going to spend a little extra time on the field?
Yeah, I mean, inevitably when you play, there's always, you might as well. You have free time, you want to do that. But yeah, I mean, we've already watched a whole lot of tape. You have your kind of meeting with Coach Tomlin every week, and then with Randy, and then whatever you watch on your own. So I think honestly, the best film is sometimes when you're alone at your house and you can just block everything out and focus on that. And but no, I'm like I said, I'm not overthinking it. Just doing my normal deal.
You talked about your first college start. You remember your first high school start?
Yeah, we played our our city rival, Jadeveon Clowney's team, Stephon Gilmore's team, and big rivalry. And I was just a homeschool kid that was transferring over, private school kid rather, and didn't start the game, but I came in and played pretty well, and we ended up losing, but I kind of gained some confidence, and then went into the next few weeks and was the start of the rest of the way. So,
what about Little League?
Little League, well, we played a big guy. He was a couple of years older than me. He was heavier than everybody. He ran the ball. His name was Zach Banner, and it was unfair. It was unfair. The mothers were making him weigh in at halftime. So he can't run the ball, and so, anyways, yeah.
Jadeveon Clowney, how did he do against you? Did he sack you?
No, we got in the game, and I'd seen him this summer at this camp, and he did not sack me on Sunday. I didn't get sacked at all.
No.
He was older than me. He was like 5 years older, so he thankfully never got his paws on me, which is nice. So.
Mason, some guys in your situation, like last week, you can tell that pressure is getting to them, but it looked like you were still having fun. Like you smiled after your interception when you were going to the sidelines.
Yeah. Well, I mean, of course, I would go in there and throw an interception in the first drive. So you kind of just got to laugh those things off. It's like, just like I laughed the one off in Green Bay. It's like, literally the first throw of the game doesn't go your way. It's like, put it behind you, keep, move on. So
you smiled on the first snap. Was somebody saying something?
Yeah, it was Clowney. Clowney was down there, and he was like laughing. He was like looking at me laughing. I was like, I just kind of smiled. I just kind of said hello to him. So.
Did you wink at him?
I don't know. I might have. I don't remember.
We're kind of sticking with the idea of still having fun, even at this level. That's what it is, right? Fun.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have fun. It is a game, and it's a game I love and I've done my whole life. And obviously, we're very serious about getting back on track this week and getting into the win column. But it's also the day-to-day stuff, the practice. You got to enjoy it, and I do, and our team does.
Do you have to consciously change your demeanor? Even you have a lot of guys in your offense are 30-something. That you have to show you're in charge.
No, I don't want to. I'm not going to be someone who I'm not. I'm going to be the same guy I was last week, and I think everyone would respect that. If I was trying to be Mr. Vocal and calling people out, I wouldn't. That's not me. That's not who I am. So I think they would see that change and dislike that more than me just being myself. So yeah.
Mason, a lot of those vets offer you advice this week?
Yeah. A lot of the O-line just kind of checking in with me, talking with me, not really offering advice. Me and Al talk about Charleston, South Carolina. He's a big Charleston fan, and that's my home state. So it's not always football stuff. It's life stuff. So
Mason, you don't determine the reps for the receivers, but it can be kind of hard not to
determine the reps
for the receivers. It can be kind of hard not to be looking at number 13 a lot.
No,
are flying again for you.
Yeah, I kind of like. I know what I have with 13 in the chemistry, and so I almost sometimes intentionally shun him to work the chemistry with other guys and work the routes and timing with other guys, because I know I can kind of just pull that out in game and it'll be right where we left off. And so, but no, yeah. To your question, yeah, Ben texted me. Might have been Monday or Tuesday night, and really nice. Message about his situation and how he's rooting for me and he wants to be there for us, for me and the team, and moving forward. And you saw him out there today, so he's a leader of this team, and it was great to see him. I kind of miss his sarcasm in the quarterback room for sure, it's always refreshing. So we'll have to see if he can come give us some material every once in a while.
You don't have any of that?
I don't have any. Well, being a second year, I don't know about how much sarcasm I can throw on Randy. Yeah, so that's kind of his job. So yeah.
Is there a chip on your shoulder to kind of? When these guys said when they drafted you, they made a first-round grade on you. There were a lot of guys that went first round on you, and you weren't one of them. Is there any part of you that wants to kind of go out and?
Yeah, I've always had a chip. That's kind of how I was raised. I love football, and yeah, I'm passionate about it, and I'm gonna celebrate. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna try to be a catalyst for this offense, for this team, and that's who I've always been. I'm not gonna change from that.
People always said, you talk about preparation and your study. Is that just something you naturally, as a little kid, or did you learn something?
No, I was always the kid on the team that the head coach's son was the quarterback, so I was like, hey, what are you gonna do? You can't. You're not gonna play. So. I didn't really learn how to prepare probably till college, and had some older quarterbacks in the room, and they kind of walked me through their routine, and you just pick stuff up along the way. You're never perfect, and so it's always a work in progress.
One of your high school coaches, you said that you were the guy that always asked why, to the point that sometimes the guy when you ask why so often. Where does that come from?
It just comes from wanting to know why coaches and there's some. Whether there's a new play week to week, I want to figure out, what their thought is. Okay, who are they trying to get the ball to? What's the focus of the play? What's the emphasis? So, sometimes they think that you're on the same page. Why, and you gotta have them explain that stuff sometimes. So that's why I like to ask the whys.
Matt, what have Mike and Coach Fietner talked to you about when it comes to orchestrating the play at the line of scrimmage? Do they want you to have free reign there, or because you're new at this as a starter, do they want you to go by what they send in? The
16-year guy that can run no huddle and be extremely creative. That's what happens when you play for 16 years. So I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm going to do what they're asking me. If there are some areas and some checks where I can have a little bit of freedom, but it's not going to be it's not going to be the freedom that Ben has, not even close. So, and I don't really want it to be that. I want it to be controlled by Randy, and I want to execute the plays that are called.